Hello everyone, welcome to this presentation. I'm Wasim Akram. I am a doctoral researcher at Örebro University, Sweden, at the Department of Political Science. And today's presentation title is Methodological Challenges of Interviewing Older Persons Living in Extreme Poverty. In this presentation, I will share my experiences of interviewing older persons living in extreme poverty in Bangladesh. Now, I do not really want to go to the whole presentation here. I would rather share with you 3 different cases, and that will, I believe, shape the discourse that really I want to put forward through this presentation. The first one is about an widow. I found to leave her in one of the villages I have visited. She lives on her own and is not really dependent on her son, but she lives adjacent to his son's family. At one point of the discussion during the interview, she showed me that the other day, her daughter-in-law came to hit her and destroyed the only living room she had, repeatedly kicking the side walls of the thatched house. At this point, her son was there when all that happened, but he didn't react at all. But still, she continues to live there despite having such an abusive relation with the family, because she believed that when she will die, her son will perform the last rituals after the death, and that is really very important for her. When we were doing the interview, her daughter-in-law was around, and I decided to stop the interview midway. But she firmly held my hand and made me stay and listen to her stories. The other case is about a man in his 75 years, and he lives on begging and manages a family of 5. Now, before the interview, I obtained the informed consent, and I made sure that he has really time to complete the interview. But after I ended the interview, he told me that he needed to go for begging, but he can't because it's already late for begging. Now, this really made me feel very guilty, because no begging may mean no food for the day and for the entire family. The third case is about a man who is 78 years old, and he lives with, he is quite in a room not at all really suitable to live for human beings. He, along with his wife, were virtually starving since the last couple of days. Occasionally, their neighbors helped them, but it was not really sufficient at all to really survive. The other day, he called his children about to inform them about the situation, but they really cut the call. Now, in all those 3 cases, which are just 3 out of many I have experiences, they really refer some crucial questions which are really methodological and ethical for a researcher. And that really, all of them really made me in a kind of puzzling situation, how to really handle them in a better way and to complete the fieldwork. The first one, it shows that as a researcher, because we have the responsibility to promote justice and fairness, but how can we really do this on site when we have some limitation? The second is about how can one ensure that the informed consent is really informed or deliberate? When you get the informed consent at the very beginning of the interview, does it mean all? Does it mean that you can continue the interview until the end? So this also refers that we should reconceptualize the concept of informed consent. The third one is about, like, in a predetermined context, not to offer any financial assistance, gift, or incentives, which I agreed, even got approved with the institutional review board. And how, despite this kind of situation, is it really morally sound to leave a starving participant without addressing the situation at all? And all these are really referring some of the micro-ethical aspects that we may endure when we are interviewing vulnerable and marginalized population like older persons. And this is what I want to really brought into attention to the academic community here through this presentation. If you are further interested, this article, an extended version of this presentation has been published in International Journal of Qualitative Methods. And this research is funded by the Marie Curie Initiative of European Commission, and also supported by SWEA, the Swedish National Graduate School for Competitive Science on Aging and Health. Thank you.